Hey guys, Clumsy here. Welcome back to ATS. Goodness, lots of new mods to try out today, but first and foremost, Ruda's 389, we are back with Silly Panda's paint job this time. As always, all of the mods I'll be mentioning, guys, will be in the mods list, link in the video description. Let's go and hear that engine. So some of you, those who have very sensitive ears, can probably recognize the engine. This is from Zeemod's newly released Cat 3176A. One of the roughest sounds out there. Roughest in a good way, that is. And I think it's perfect for this truck. Oh, look at that view. So yes, you might have an idea where we are already. We are on the northeast side of Wyoming. Right beside Devil's Tower right there. Could this be actually a nice screenshot area later on? I'll worry about that later. Anyway, so let's get going. We are hauling some peaches. 20 tons of them. And we're going to take this only around 200 miles to Sheridan, still in Wyoming. And I want you to pay attention to the sounds that you're hearing, not only because of the engine, not only because of this 3176A from Zeemod, but also you might notice a very subtle humming in the background. Let me point that out. Let's stop here because you'll hear it better. So let's stop here. The humming will disappear in a bit. You hear the idle sounds of the engine. There you go. You see, no more humming. If I open my windows, just see the machine gun idle sounds of this engine. Just hear it. Just great. But once we start moving, if I can get moving, that is, it's heavy. Do you hear it now? You can only pinpoint it once it stops. There, the humming. I'm waiting for it to disappear. There, and the humming is gone again. You hear it? That is actually something from Drive Safely. So Drive Safely sent me an email about it in case some of you guys missed it. Actually, there was an update on the Sound Fixes mod by Drive Safely. That mod that I'm sure you guys are familiar with from the Steam Workshop. I think all of us have it enabled. That's one of the must-have mods. 1 second, how do I get here? Ooh, it's a Mac. Interesting truck. So apparently there was an update in the Sound Fixes mod that now we can have the Reefer sounds. That humming is actually the Reefer sound. Even on an owned trailer. I'm hauling right now Bart's Great Dane Everest trailer. This is my favorite trailer in ATS. And this is an owned trailer. But we still have the Reefer sounds in here, which is amazing. Because Drive Safely found a way, found another workaround. Remember before when we were testing Reefer sounds? And we couldn't use them for owned trailers. That was one of the limitations. You can only use them for freight market trailers and not your own. And it was so nice. But yes, it was a huge limitation because if you wanted to drive with this beautiful trailer from Bart, from John Ruda, from other Bayware owned trailers, right? You couldn't even, let's take a photo there later, you couldn't even drive those and still have the Reefer sounds. But now it's possible. And now I'm not sure how Drive Safely managed this, but he did. Let me show you. I'm going to the screen, the main menu. If you look under options, and audio. If you have the sound fixes enabled, then this should be available for you already. There's actually a new sneaky thing. If you enable voice navigation and you look at this guy, language and voice, there is instead of the usual voices, right? The dog, sky, there's a new entry here, function, force enable reefer sound. So technically it's voice navigation, but what you'll hear is instead of voices, you'll hear the reefer sounds, the humming. And I guess if you want that to be louder, we can actually increase the voice navigation volume, that's my guess. And that will increase the humming sounds. We'll see, we'll hear it. Yeah, hear it? I think that's much better. You hear it much louder. The humming is now ever so present, even more present. It's very nice. So yeah, that's an amazing addition from Drive Safely. So now even if you're hauling your own trailer, you can still have the reefer sounds in there. And for me, it adds so much. Adds that additional white noise that makes everything so much more realistic sounding, and really makes you feel like you're hauling a reefer, hauling some refrigerated goods. There we go. Beautiful. Man, and I do love these engine sounds. Phew. First time I've been driving with this. I'm sure you guys have been driving with this for a couple of days already. I'm a bit late to the party with this engine sound, but I am liking it very much. Very raw. First time I heard of it actually. CAT 3176. I had to Google around. It's not a very famous engine, I think. I've seen some threads that talk about it in real life. Some people asking if it's a good engine or not, and they're saying it's okay. Like, you can find worse engines, but you can also find better ones. But in terms of sounds, I think it's one of the top out there. One of the most raw sounding engines you can get. I think it's I'm not sure. It might be an engine from the 90s, which kind of makes sense. Still not one of those modern engines which are too refined sounding already. This one is still a bit raw, and yes, the jake brake, of course. Machine gun jake brakes, 3 stages as well. I'll take that, thank you very much. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, I'll take that, thank you. Couple that with the interior sounds for the P389 from John Ruda. Then that's great. The interior sounds are from Zeemod as well, but the truck itself, the 389, is from John Ruda. So yes, so many different combinations. This is what makes modding so interesting, right? Having a modded profile. Because of all the combinations you can get. And I have some more mods you might notice. I'm not sure if I like it yet. I'm still debating about it. This is the first time I'm trying this combination. You might notice the trees look a bit different. That is because we actually have the late autumn mod enabled now. I think it's time. Almost mid-November. So autumn should be starting to peak out and winter starting to peak in. So I do have the late autumn mod enabled. I'm not sure if it works great in Wyoming. I think it does affect the trees, maybe. What do you guys think? I think it does, because the trees look a lot more, well, their leaves are starting to dissipate, to fall off, right? You can see very thin trees here now, mostly branches, minimal leaves. So I guess that kind of works. And we'll be keeping this late autumn mod for the foreseeable future. And maybe I should be focusing on the road, because we just hit an invisible wall there. Because the road actually ends, but because I have the game blockers disabled, I did not see those floating X's at all. Yikes. Thankfully, no damage when you hit those invisible walls, just damage on the pride and the ego. Oh my goodness, Clumsy Trucking 101. Too busy talking, not focusing on the road at all. Alright, let's get back on the road here. No harm, no foul. Oh, I like that. Ooh, like a blow-off valve kind of sound there as you let go of the gas. Ah, very nice. It's either a blow-off valve or a wastegate sound kind of thing. Either way, I like it. Very raw. Goodness. So yes, late autumn is already in effect. And the only thing I don't like about this late autumn, which makes perfect sense, so it's not about the mod, it's just I don't like the reality of it, the real implications of it, is that the daytimes are much shorter as well. So right now it's 1 second, let me see if I have a clock here. I don't think I have an analog clock in here either, do I? Dang it. And that time right there is static, I think. There we go. Let's see, 12:45. Okay, it's 12:45. It does look pretty dark though, doesn't it? Almost feels like afternoon already. Feels like there's like a reddish tint somewhere. And that might be something that you'll notice as well, because the roads are also different. I'm not so sure if I like it. I'm still half-half on that. This is actually the, what's the name? Realistic road textures or something like that. Should be in the mods list as well. This is a mod that's been in the Steam Workshop for quite some time. And I saw it in Jack's stream at one point. I know a lot of people have been using this already because yes, this is a mod that's been there for years. And it's getting updated, it's still getting updated consistently. We have a green, so we can bypass the way station, thankfully, because the way station is all the way there. If you see, we have to turn off here, turn left there, and then the way station is somewhere there on that side near the Amazon sign. Oops, sorry. Yeah, not the most, not the closest area. You have to go a bit out of the way. But yes, thankfully, we didn't have to stop. And yeah, the road textures I'm not so sure about yet. I'm not liking them so much right now in this particular sense. That reddish hue looks a bit weird. And I'm not sure, it might be that late autumn plus the road textures are not very compatible. Yeah, you guys let me know if you've tried this combination before. Maybe it's just the time of day. But it does feel quite different than what I expected. What I saw in Jack's stream was a lot more, like a lot better merging. The road textures were merging pretty well with the rest of the trees and textures, but maybe when you have late autumn, it's a bit of a different combination, huh? It doesn't blend very well. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe we need some lights in? Not really. Let's go and use this so we have a clock at least. 1:30 p.m. Pretty cloudy day. So we can get behind that. But yeah, it's the kind of the reddish tint that I cannot understand at the moment. A while ago, the reddish tint was causing me to think that it was almost like sunset, like 4 or 5 p.m. Yeah, like this one, right? Reddish roads. Interesting. Or is that with the late autumn lighting, you guys think? I'm not so sure. Regardless, I am enjoying this drive. It has been a while since we've had this kind of video, guys, right? Usually we've been going with the series, ATS ONOPS, ETS2 Season 2. Those are ongoing series that we have, and I'm really enjoying the progress we're making there. But from time to time, I do want to have these kinds of episodes where I just showcase new mods and test out new mods and check out updates, you know. So it's nice to mix them up from time to time. So I hope you guys are okay with these kinds of vids still. And by the way, thank you to everyone who joined us during the SCS stream, in case you missed it. We were actually a guest in one of the official SCS streams. Yeah, the streams that SCS does, where they do convoys with community content creators. So I'm very thankful that they added me to that list and they invited me. So last, what was it, Thursday, I joined them. I joined Alex and Darius for a convoy. They asked me some questions. How did I get started? Things like this. And it was nice hanging out with them. Nice to have a like the point of view from SCS. And nice to just have some time to chill out and spend some time together, you know. It's nice to get involved in that way. It was a very uncomfortable time for me. It was 1 a.m. when the stream started, but when the stream started, it didn't feel like it at all because the company, it was so enjoyable that I didn't really mind the time anymore after we got started. Beforehand, I was like, oh my goodness, will I even make it? Will I fall asleep in the middle of the stream? But as time went by, I started it's that worry just disappeared. I just enjoyed it afterwards. And I didn't even recognize when it was almost time to finish the stream already. Time went by so fast. Because we were having a lot of fun just talking and sharing stuff. So I got to share some of the insider stuff we had in our community, like the Mexican boat, the different emotes that we have. So it was fun. And if you missed it, then no worries, because there is a footage in there. I believe I shared it in the channel as well. So if you go to my channel in YouTube, youtube.com/theclumsygeekgaming, and then look under the community tab, I should have a post there where I linked the SCS video with where I was guested. That should be around 1 hour 30 minutes, I think, something like that. More than an hour. Shouldn't be too long, because the first like 30 minutes of that footage is basically like the countdown to the start of the stream. So they have a very long countdown, like I think around 30-25 minutes. So even though the video is like 1 hour 40 minutes long, the first 30 minutes are just a countdown. So the net is just like 1 hour plus would be the entire length of the stream with content. So you can just skip to that start. And hope you guys enjoy, and let me know what you think about it. But yeah, I had lots of fun. Hope you guys also did too. So yes, thank you for joining me there, and looking forward to more streams like that in the future. Cool. Alright, going back to the road, enjoying the views here. Still a bit undecided about the road textures. You guys let me know if you like it, okay? I think what I will do is I will be recording an ATS own-up series after this one, right after this one. What I'll do there is I will keep the late autumn for that profile. Okay, so I will switch from early autumn to late autumn mod. I think that's only proper. But then I will switch. I will not use the road textures. And let's see how that looks, right? Because right now I have late autumn plus road textures. In the next ATS own-up series, we will have late autumn but normal default road textures. And we'll see if that combo is better. This is definitely late autumn. I love those kinds of trees. Like winterish trees already, huh? Although I do miss the yellow and brown leaves, but it kind of makes sense this time of the year. Oh, look at that super silent thing. That's still a workaround though at the end of the day. What Drive Safely managed here is amazing, that we can now have Reefer sounds with own trailers. But yes, at the end of the day, it's still a workaround. As I showed you, it's just a voice navigation hack. Right, so it still has that problem, that limitation. that you still get sounds, or the sounds still disappear when you stop, which shouldn't be the case, because imagine if you have a reefer and you were trying to keep your goods chilled, and when you stop it also stops. That wouldn't be ideal, would it? So not really realistic, but it's the best we can have at the moment given the limitations of the game. But yes, it's amazing that Drive Safely managed that. I have no idea how he did that. How he can make voice navigation turn into reefer sounds that just loop non-stop. But you don't really hear it looping, right? You don't really hear it. It's very seamless. So as long as you're moving like this, then you should be hearing the reefer sounds, the humming in the background. It's very subtle. If you're not wearing headphones, you probably won't even hear it, but if you do, then it definitely pays off. Okay, we're here. There we are. Let's just turn off here. Like this combo. 389 with this engine, and with Silly Panda's paint job. Beautiful. Silly Panda's, I think the name of the paint job is John Ruda 389 Metallic Paint Job Pack or something like that. It comes with 4 different paint jobs, different patterns, and then I think all the colors are customizable, so you can change it to whichever one you like. And this the strokes are different. Yeah, this one looks like a 389 through and through. I did realize I do still have my California plate in here though. That's the one I forgot. Because the California plate, I have a Clumsy, custom Clumsy plate number that Morgan made for me. But I forgot to enable it for the 389. That's why you're seeing a California plate right there at the bottom. My bad. Ay, wrong side. Ooh, let's see if I can still make it. Maneuver this around maybe. They do have lots of space. Oh, crates on their side. I think I'll be hitting that one. My bad. Okay. Yeah, there goes the crates. I don't think we're in a position. Yeah, that's not going to be very good. And I think we'll be hitting these crates even more. There you go. So not the best positioning. Might need a bit of time here, guys. Maybe I should have planned this better, huh? Nah, we can do it. We can do it. Okay, so it like that. Let's get some space in. Do have like a millimeter in there. Okay, let's see. Oh, I like that. Didn't notice that detail before. You see? You can actually see that the reefer unit is on and it says there 29. That probably means Fahrenheit, huh? Thermo King reefer unit right there. Beautiful. That's static. That's from Bart's trailer as well. That's static, but it does add to the immersion. I'm going to hit the crates. Please no, but I think I will. Yeah, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. I'm just showcasing the engine sounds to you guys. That's the excuse whenever you get stuck in the yard. You get to showcase the engine sounds a bit better. What the heck did I do now? Hear that sound, right? Those beautiful sounds. Yeah, that's not gonna cut it. Not gonna cut it. Okay, let's plan this out. Let me see. Stop. Let's go out of the truck. Okay, so what we can do is we can probably approach it from the other side, which is going to be a lot easier. We can turn around there on that side as well. That will make it easier. Okay, but the thing is we shouldn't be squeezing ourselves in here. Let's clear that post. This post is the #1 problem we have. Sounds are glorious when you have the windows down. And here you can hear the Reefer sounds a lot better. The humming gets louder. Very nice. Okay. So if we turn around like this, thankfully we didn't get stuck in our own trailer. That would have been super embarrassing. Just add one more to the list of embarrassments. Oh, was that me? Oh yeah, that's the horn, guys. I think if you have the interior sounds for the 389, you get those horns. Very nice. Okay, does that work? Yeah, I think that works. Alright. That should be better, I think. Just angle it like so. Yeah, that's much better. As they say, planning is like half the battle. Before you go and try to maneuver your trailer, you have to plan it first. Because if you did what I did and just try it without thinking, many times you end up in an unfavorable situation. There you go. Beautiful combo. Love this. The only thing that I'm not sold so much yet is the road textures, but not sure. Something weird with the lighting. Anyway, you guys let me know, okay? And we'll tweak it for the next videos. But yes, on the next ATS own-ops, I'll have late autumn, but default textures. We'll see if you like that combo. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. It's a quick video. Yeah, kinda-ish. Less than 30 minutes. Have a good day. Clumsy trucking, and catch you in the next one. Bye-bye. Oh, let's go and hear the horn. One last bit. Clumsy trucking, and bye-bye.